another episode of Turn to the Millennials. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Lindy.
And this week we totally dropped the ball. We're not going to lie. And we didn't pick up a topic. We are literally recording this to the night before we are releasing it.
Yeah.
Like this is so last minute, guys. We're doing this like last night. They're like, this is ridiculous. So
this is by far like are cutting it very closely, like the closest we've ever cut it, I think.
This is the closest we've ever cut it, guys.
Busy week.
Like, yes, things have been a little bit crazy. I've been going through stupid heart monitoring again. I had another unfortunate fainting incident last week, guys. So
we're back. She wasn't in her car yet.
Yep, it wasn't in my car, and I haven't had anything since, but they just want to monitor again, see what's going on. Hopefully everything should still be okay. Just a little blip and we're fine again. But, I've had some things on my mind. So, and then Lindy, with wedding coming into crunch time, she's got some stuff,
days.
Like.
If you're listening to this on the day of release, it's 51 days.
Yeah. So
I had a meeting with my DJ on Tuesday, and I'm getting there, and I've got my song set, and I have so much on my fucking mind right now.
Right. It's been busy times for us. It was busy times for us. So we're cutting it close, but we're doing it. This might be a smaller, shorter episode, and we're doing it on the fly. This is kind of just like a basic episode, but we're going to first start with our millennial moment. So what is your millennial moment this week?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, so we got a new car. I didn't know if I told you that. Did I tell you that?
I don't think so.
I didn't post about it, so I don't think anybody knows. So, we had to give up the truck. We decided to downsize because the truck was costing us $1,000 a month on gas. So we traded in. We got a new Chrysler 300.
I think we saw you and we're like, why are they driving something different when you came the other day?
Remember when I stopped by the other day?
When you stopped by the other day, we and Kevin saw you and we're like, what car is that? And then I forgot to text you and ask you as well too. So
I think we've had it for almost if not a month.
Okay.
It's saved us like $600 this month. So that was nice.
Trucks are expensive.
Yeah.
I get it.
So so we decided the one day we were kind of bored and we were like, what do you want to do? And so we went for a drive and we just took the scenic route. And I'm like, this is what old people do.
Your Chrysler 300, your old person car?
No, just going out for a drive.
Your old person car. The whole thing is old person. But I get it. It's fine.
It's a nice
I understand.
Car. I like it.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just kind of a little bit of an old person-esque car.
So Aaron found the car and he was telling, and we had already I already came and looked at it and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't have a sunroof or whatever. So I test drove it and everything. I liked it. I really liked it. I thought it was really nice. The engine sounds good. And I don't know. I like a car, go through. And I forget where I was going with this. Totally forget where I was going with this. I'm so sorry. I lost my fucking train of thought. It just dropped off the fucking planet. I know we were going for a drive or whatever, but.
And there is a millennial moment in itself. We are old.
Literally that thought just dropped out of my fucking head. I'm so sorry, guys.
That is hilarious.
So
I guess I'll do.
I'm so embarrassed. I have no fucking idea what to say. I'm sorry.
So I guess I'll go with my millennial moment now, which actually is sort of partially mine, but also partially Joseph of Formidable Opponents. We were talking this afternoon actually about how in his 60s, we were wondering about how Dre and Metallica and Nirvana, people are going to call that old people music. And I had to say to him that unfortunately, that's already old people music because it's 20, 30 years old, some of those artists.
Yeah.
Already old people music. And so he let out a big no. So it was that was my millennial moment because it was just in our 60s, it's gonna be classic music. Like I know it's already a classic, but it's going to be like even more classic at that point when we're in our 60s. But like Metallica.
Like yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that because I work with a lot of young people. Yeah, like, I work with a lot of young people. Like as well, like especially like this week they're kind of like leaving and stuff. But like all the college students and high school students that went to days over summers, or over the summer. So like I interact with a lot of really young people all day, and just the difference in their pop culture knowledge versus our pop culture knowledge. Granted, like we've been around longer, I don't know as much as their years, like
or like say our parents' years.
Current pop culture, I have no fucking clue. No clue what's going on in like current pop culture right now. No idea. Well, maybe some stories like here and there, because obviously like you can't escape the headlines when you see them through Facebook.
Yeah,
but
the COVID.
I see stories about celebrities from my time, right? Like, of course, I'm going to hear that fucking Bennifer 2.0 show got married again.
Yeah,
or got married.
But you're not hearing about like Megan Thee Stallion or Doja Cat and those people.
Yeah, like I see Doja Cat go through my Facebook, but I'm like, I have no idea. I've never heard one of her songs, I don't think.
Travis Scott and all of that. Like,
oh no, wait, doesn't she do oh no, that was Dua Lipa that does the Levitate song?
Yes, I think so.
I can't stand that song either.
I don't know.
But I do remember where I was going with my car. So I test drove it and everything, and we bought it. We signed the papers and everything. On the way home, like they just had to detail it and do the delivery over a few days. Mm-hmm. So we're on the way home. Aaron mentions to me that there's no heated seats. It doesn't have an auto start, and it doesn't have a heated steering wheel. And I'm like, I turned to him. I'm like, why the fuck are we buying it then? Like, what's the point? I thought all like 2022 vehicles automatically come with a auto start. I was like, I wish I had known that before I signed the papers, because then I would have asked them to throw that in.
Yeah.
And just spread the payment out over our however long our financial agreements for. Like our financing things for. So yeah. Wow. But I'm just like, why are we buying it? It's a nice car though. I really like it.
Yeah.
But we're in the market for a second one. Because Aaron's job's gonna be getting a little more soon.
Well, yeah.
Go for longer hours, and I don't want to be away from the dog that long, so there's gonna be days where I have to drive myself to work.
Okay, we have two cars. I can't. Well, the whole fact of me not being able to. Well, the whole hard thing, they haven't completely taken away my license officially or anything, and I don't know if they will or not. But me and Kevin just have been avoiding the driving situation just to, avoid any situations.
Yeah.
And even that's a pain in the ass. Like, I am someone who is so independent that I've had my car. I've had my own car forever. I need to do my own thing. That like just it's hard. So like, how? Trust me, you're preaching to a choir of needing a car. Like, I don't know how you do one for all of these years. Yeah. So on that, our topic, actually, I don't even know. We didn't really have a specific topic so far for this week. So we're just going to kind of wing it.
We're just going to kind of talk about like maybe like the end of summer.
Yeah, kind of how
favorite things, least favorite things.
As the in Gilmore Girls, they put it, the lazy, hazy days of summer. Yep. That the quartet, barbershop quartet singing the song. Yep. So it's like every time August comes along, that song just always plays in my head now because of Gilmore Girls.
I keep saying this. Okay, so it's been really foggy lately, right?
Yep. Today it's actually been kind of stormy and thunderstorm.
Yeah, we drove through a couple downpours on our way home today. So end of summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yay or nay? What were you typically doing at this time as a child? Getting ready for school, soaking in as much like friend time as you can or lazy time as you can. What were you doing?
Usually the last week of summer we were spending with Dad because his birthday was August 26th. So as part of the custody agreement, because Dad got like a bunch of yes, his birthday is today actually, the release day. Happy birthday, Dad! Yes, so it's actually Dad's birthday today. So we would usually spend the last like week or two of the summer with Dad, just because spend the time with him and over his birthday, and we'd probably go to like Fantasy Island or go to the States or like have fun, do something. Burn CDs because Dad usually had the CD burner at that time. Make a new CD for the new school year. Had to have that new burnt CD for the new school year.
Yep, definitely.
Yep. And then there was always, because I think it was always going to this, well, yeah, before my grandma passed, well, yeah, my grandma was still around. We'd always go and do the obligatory like Niagara Falls outlet shopping before going back to school shopping.
Yeah, you were one of those families that like went to like those outlet stores that like dot around like the Niagara, like Toronto region kind of.
Oh,
like
Niagara Falls, never Toronto. It was always the Niagara Falls. Well, Toronto maybe later, but
some like on the way to Toronto. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, like I always wanted to fucking go to those because like I get to school and my friends would have like the designer shoes and like all this crap that I know their families can't afford.
Because they paid $40 at the outlets in the States.
Yeah, and I always wanted to go to these, and my parents were like, "No, we're not fucking driving all that way for back to school clothes." I was like, "You guys suck."
Yeah, because they never understood.
Now I wouldn't want to fucking do that either, but I would because I'd want to go shopping for myself. Do you know how long it's been since I've bought something for myself?
And it is like, I'm sorry, but it is an hour and a half to Niagara Falls, and it is like 2 hours to Toronto. Yeah. And you know what? And not only that, you make it the day. So you're not just going there with the intention. So you go and you don't
lunch or dinner,
right?
Or something.
You're not rushing from store to store. You take your time in the stores. You go and you have lunch. You might have a dinner there too, or something. Like it becomes a day instead of just like, oh, we're rushing to go shopping, like you go here shopping or something like that. So like it's totally different, and that's why I still love going and doing it.
The only downside is that I still just, and more so, just really hate people. I just really can't stand the public right now. Like a lot of you are really okay and good, and it's always just like the few that ruin it for everybody. Yeah. But I just can't with the public. Especially in cities, like fuck. Just fuck. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
I feel like I'm okay.
Because
I stay away. They stay away from me. I'm not in people's businesses or anything, but
because I have to come into the city a lot for like wedding planning, and like I bring my stepkids home and stuff and pick them up and things like that. And the second I get to the city, like Waterloo, I get anxiety and massive road rage.
I have no problem with it. It doesn't bother me.
Because you've never like lived outside of the city. You've always lived in a city. And you just haven't experienced the differences like all the time.
Even if I lived, well, here's the thing. Even if I lived outside the city and the country, I would still go to the cities because I still like to go to the States, and I still like those things still wouldn't change even if I moved out to the country area.
And whenever you say the name of the town, you have to pronounce it Fergus. It's Fergus.
It is because of the Scottish Scottish festival. Yes, they do have it there which is actually, I think, around this time of year. Actually,
I think it was like last weekend.
Last week, right? Yeah, somewhere right around this time.
I think it was one of our mutual friends had her tickets for sale.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And then the Royal Medieval Fair at Waterloo Park happens, I think, in a couple weekends as well too.
And fucking Buskers was last fucking weekend.
No, it's this weekend.
Is it?
It's this weekend.
Oh, calm down. Oh my god!
It's this weekend. Trust me. Because we've got plans for going.
Well, I was at my parents last week. This past weekend, and my dad was telling me that like Buskers was on or whatever, but it got canceled because of the storm, but never actually happened.
No, it's always fallen on the last weekend, the weekend before Labor Day.
No. That's cool. Whatevs. Always. That means though, I could if I wanted to face the crowds, which I really don't. I could come down to Buskers and get my fucking deep fried Mars bar.
I think we're probably gonna go.
I'm gonna add that to one of the best things of the end of summer was Busker Carnival.
Yep, Buskers Carnival.
So fucking fun.
Because like we said, literally the last weekend before Labor Day.
Especially when you got to be old enough to go by yourself with your friends.
Yes,
that was fun.
Yes, I remember one time.
So young enough to like ride the rides that they had.
Yeah,
like the teacups and shit.
One time, I actually got to be in one of the things where I got to put the silver hoops together, and then I was supposed to like apparently do a thing and pull them apart, but then they didn't pull apart. I failed apparently, and I was like, well, that happens with magic, it is what it is.
Sorry, my powers must just be staggering at the moment. There's like a glitch.
Right. There's a glitch, just
signals lost.
I could do it halfway. I just couldn't glitch it. I could only do it, partially.
Yeah.
But yeah, buskers is always the best part of the end of the summer. Another thing that also in our particular region, I should say, because we have two major universities and a college in our Kitchener-Waterloo region, the Saturday of Labor Day weekend at 8 o'clock in the morning, driving down University Avenue is the best feeling in the world, because all the students have moved out, but the new students haven't moved back in yet. Everyone is out of town for the long weekend on the Saturday morning, basically. Mm-hmm. So it's quiet, dead in the city, and it is just so beautifully amazing. One of my favorite times in the city, I will admit.
How much is added to our population every September when school starts with all the students? It's 50,000 people or something like that.
Got probably at least 10, 20,000 to each university. Yeah. Quite a few.
That's what I would say. Our population, it fucking swells up in September. Every year.
And then it does start to dissipate as May, the month, June. Well, no, a little bit November, because some of the, after Thanksgiving, a lot of people who couldn't quite hack college go home.
That's true. Yeah, there were a lot of dropouts.
So you get your dropouts before Thanksgiving, and then you get around December. Sometimes you get people starting to do co-ops and stuff, so they'll come back and forth, so it weans out a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, September is crazy ridiculous around here with the students.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
That is one thing I don't like about this time of year, actually. Students.
I'm okay. This is unpopular opinion. It's not that I don't enjoy seeing them. It's just that there's so many all at once. It's just obnoxious. The back to school pictures all over Facebook.
Nowadays, yes. When we were younger,
I know my friends, I love your kids and I love seeing their back to school pictures. Do not get me wrong. I love watching your kids grow and all of that and everything. But
when I can't be on Facebook for 3 days.
Yeah, all of you post it all at the same time, and it's literally consecutively for a week. And it's so much so fast that I'm just my heart palpitates.
Yeah.
I love seeing them most of the time, but spread them out, please. Please.
Well, and here's the thing. That's only and it is. I agree. It is an unpopular opinion, because guess what? It's only a new development. When we were our age, did our parents take first day of school photos? Not usually.
No, some of us, but no.
Some did. Some did. Not gonna lie, some would do the first because they wanted to do a first and last. They'd get it developed.
Yeah, that idea has been around for a while, guys.
Exactly. It's not new, but because our phones are right there as soon as they're out the door, it's so easy to take the first day of school photos and post them on Instagram and everything. But I agree with you. Unpopular opinion. I get sick of it every year, anticipating it. However, this year I can be that back to school kid. So, screw you all. I will do one of those.
Oh, please do it.
I do have a whiteboard over there. I should. First day of school.
Do it. Do it. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right.
That's awesome.
We'll
make sure you include your age in months.
Okay. Right. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. We can do it.
It's 37 times 12
plus 4.
August.
May.
3.
Yeah.
4.
4.
September. Yeah. 4 months.
Yeah. So
whatever that is.
Anyways,
I'm not doing that in my head. Sorry.
Well, I'll do the math. But yeah, that'll be hilarious this year. Yeah, I get to go back to school. Woohoo!
That's cool. What are you going for?
Medical aesthetics.
Nice. Yeah. What would that entail? What would you do with that? What would be your job?
I'm not sure which avenue I would like to take with it because it all depends on kind of what I might enjoy other than things. But there's things like you could do the facials, you could do makeup application, there's non-surgical facelifting, there's like face tattoos, like Botox. Of the medicals and stuff like that. Sort of Botox, but not, because it depends if you have the nursing injectable stuff or things like that. Right, so there's different parts of that.
Yeah.
But there's a few different things like that. So it just depends on what I might like better than other things. And also I could do like nails and manis and pedis and all of that stuff, obviously, because that's always part of it. But yeah.
I've actually been thinking about going back to school myself, because Aaron actually went back to school. He's extremely close to getting his yoga certification, and he's taking courses to become a personal trainer. And I
got my hot yoga certification. Yeah.
I was considering going back to school to get like either my medical or legal terminology, so that I can do what's it called?
Transcribing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew it started with a T. It's just the word was lost on me. Things happen, that stuff drops out of my head all the time. But yeah, because like Steph and I used to transcribe together at like a playground safety place
back in the day.
I enjoyed it. I liked that job.
Yeah.
I loved having like one earphone like of like the inspector like saying the report, and then my other earphone had music playing. You just fucking sit there and just type out what you hear. It's easy money, and it really was like $30 an hour sometimes, and it's a work from home job.
Yeah.
You just get emailed the audio file, you listen to it, you type it out, you email it back. Like fucking easy.
There's actually a website I found where you can do that part-time on the side. It's like, they're paper words and things like that. And yeah, I was looking at that too, because I was like, I have to do a part-time job while I'm going through school. So, maybe do some work from home offline. However, actually, I did get a part-time job working for the KW Odd.
Nice. Doing what?
I'm not exactly sure which part of it, whether it's going to be like serving or whether it's going to be doing the usher aisles or things like that, but just basically working within the auditorium during events like the hockey games and concerts or things.
Do you get discounts on tickets?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
So maybe for hockey tickets, possibly I might be able to get some discounts
Rangers
on those.
Game, I'm down.
Right? So we'll see. I might be able to.
Aaron, Kevin.
Yep. Last week I just filled out the paperwork.
We should do that anyway.
Right?
I haven't been to a hockey game in a really long time.
I'm down. They're like 20. Even still, they're like $30 a ticket or something like that. If you know, but I'm
cool. They were like 12.
Right. Or sometimes you could get them for free for special like nights or something. They give them away.
Any given Friday night, they're like, "Oh, where's so and so?" Usually a Rangers game.
Yeah.
You always knew someone who was going to a Rangers game.
Yep, someone was going to the Rangers game.
Went to so many. Went to so many with Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Siskins, I know it's Waterloo, and but the Siskins games as well too. They would give away tickets for those.
My mom babysat a kid who played for Waterloo Siskins, like later on after she babysat. Well, actually, I babysat him, but yeah. I'm like, that's cool. Good,
right?
It's interesting. I hear about people that I know or knew like moved on to like really big things. Like that's freaking awesome for them.
Right?
Them. Happy for them. Yeah.
I was like, one of the girls we danced with ended up being choreographer for the Toronto Raptors dance pack. I was like, oh, really? Good for Amberly Woodell.
Yeah. No,
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I forgot that she also went to WCI.
Well, I knew her, I should say.
Yeah.
She was in my grade. So I had classes with her. Yeah.
Yeah. Danielle knew her.
She was one of the popular girls, but she was a nice girl.
Yeah. Danielle actually danced with her. So she knew her when she went to school and everything like that. So they kind of talked still.
Yeah.
And then
I
was in class with John Mitchell.
I was at, my God, I think, okay, I want to say, nope, that wasn't in Toronto. Oh God, it was years ago. I was in like the Rogers Center or something for something. Maybe it was like 2003 when I was dating Matt. We went to a Blue Jay game with my sister and her then boyfriend. And I went to the bathroom, and there was a poster of Amberly on the wall.
Yeah, this is the dance pack.
And I was like,
and then she was like,
and that was the first time I'd ever heard of her like going that route or whatever. And I looked out, I was just like, motherfucker, I know her. I was like, that's awesome. Good for
Right?
her.
Good for her.
Kimberly, if you're listening, congratulations. Super happy for you.
Right. She eventually ended up, I think, being the choreographer or something for it, leading them or whatever. Yeah,
that's that's pretty sweet. Good for
she
her.
she went pretty good with that.
But yeah. So did I do my last 2 weeks of August? I bet you can guess.
Trailer.
Yep. Trailer. So we always on Labor Day have on long weekends at the trailer we had teen dances, right?
Baseball tournament as well was the Labor Day weekend.
Yep. But the teen dance that we would have on Labor Day is on the Sunday, right?
Yes.
So the teen dance would get out at midnight. And this was a joke that we all said every fucking year. We all expected it. We all were all fucking eye rolled at it all the time. Was we'd get out, it'd be midnight, and we'd all be like, oh, fuck, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. And they were like, tomorrow's Monday. It's like, nah, it's past midnight. It's Monday already.
It's Monday already. I don't want to go to school tomorrow.
Because that's when you're like 10 and 11 or whatever, and you are allowed to stay up past midnight. So it's literally the next day.
For you.
And like for you, it's just like, oh my God, it's the next day and I'm still awake. Like I'm allowed to be up. Like, yeah. And then you go back to your trailer and all of the parents would be around one campfire, probably usually my campsite, and just fucking loaded. And they'd all be around the campfire and all those kids would fucking join and cook marshmallows. They'd have hot dogs out with spider wieners and shit. And like, we'd shoot this bitch like 3 a.m.
And then trying to get home the next day because everybody is coming home from wherever, whether they were closing their trailers, closing their cottages, going to their school.
Traffic was awful.
It's horrendous on Labor Day Monday because everybody is going where they need to go, which is either home or school. And it's just atrocious.
Yeah. Like, so if you're heading to school this year and it's your freshman year and you have no idea, go early.
Go early. Saturday, Sunday, you know.
Saturday, somewhere in there. Like, go early. Get your shit settled.
Don't do it Monday.
Don't wait till the last minute. I remember taking my sister up to her first college, whatever, like every year. Actually, she was there for I think 3 years. And it was fun. It was always fun.
Yeah.
Especially once I was of age, because I think I turned of age in her second year.
Okay.
And me, her, and my sister Erin had like really good time at the bars. Just we bar hopped all the way through that town. Yeah. It was one of those small towns where it was practically illegal to not be pregnant by 16.
My sister was in Nova Scotia, so I didn't really do anything with her for when she was in school.
That sucks. That sucks.
But when she came home, we went out to the bars around KW.
Yeah, but it was too bad that you couldn't go out and visit her while she was in school. That would have been a fun time.
I probably could have. Maybe I just didn't. My family was from Nova Scotia and I really, really didn't want to go to Nova Scotia. There was nothing for me in Nova Scotia at all. Not even to visit, not to travel, not nothing. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't go. I'm not opposed to going now because it is kind of like I have been out there before, a few years back. I keep saying I do need to go out there. Me and Kevin need to go out there because he hasn't been out there yet. So
that's one direction in Canada I haven't been.
I was hoping to go out this year because I had the summer off. Maybe I'll do it next summer after school's done. We'll see. One day I'll get out there. I promise, Danielle. I swear. I'll get out there.
But yeah, those last 2 weeks at the trailer were always super fucking fun.
Right.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks of summer.
Because I'd be in the trailer from the time we bought the trailer when I was probably about 2 or 3 when we became seasonals. We were there, my two sisters and my mom and we were there from July 1st weekend, which is my birthday, and we would be there every day all the way through to Labor Day.
Yeah.
My dad would come up on weekends because he would go to work during the week because my mom was a teacher, so she had summers off.
Right.
And like that's just the funnest fucke time. My childhood was awesome. I love my childhood.
Yeah.
I love my summers. I miss them so much. Like I have so many memories from that place. So many. My first almost everything was there. My first boyfriend, my first kiss, first dance, first crush, first fights. Like
we didn't come until I was like
drug
12.
experimentation, first drinking experience. Like
yeah, I was like 12, 13 when we showed up there. So I was,
yeah,
I did something, I had some fun years there. It was good.
She wouldn't smoke. She wouldn't do drugs. She wouldn't drink. Like, she wouldn't do anything. And love her. Love you, Danielle. I love you. And you were probably right. Should have followed your lead.
Right.
Yep. I mean, look what happened to me at 21. I had that incident and I fucking quit drinking for about 8 years.
It happens. It's okay.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, I remember the incident. Yeah. I do. Yep. Wasega. Yep. Yeah. Which what happened in the last weekend of summer?
It sure fucking did.
Right?
I'm pretty sure we were up there for the last week of August.
Labor Day or something. The last week of August, because your parents always were up there for the whole month of August.
Yes, because that's their anniversary month, and they always that's what they did. They go to the cottage for the entire month. Once we got rid of the trailer.
The trailer, yes.
Yeah, so they had the cottage for the entire month of August. And they'd host friends and stuff. Like, it wasn't just the two of them.
No. Yeah.
And the dog. And we were up there, and that's the week that happened. And yeah. That's
good times.
Yeah, good.
We had so much fun. So much fun at Sauble. Or sorry, Wasega. That was such good time. Yeah, Wakestock.
The end of the year.
No, I think that was first week in August. I think it was first or second.
Okay, then we can't talk about it.
No.
That's against the rules.
August was always definitely August always is kind of the lingering, like going the last 2 weeks of summer, and you're about to go back to school, and
go back to school shopping.
Yeah.
Actually, like, back to school commercials would pop up like last week of July.
Right, they would, even sometimes middle of July. Sometimes even the middle of July.
Yeah.
And there was the Staples where it was the most wonderful time of the year, and the dads just like that was the one I did remember.
Our episode last year.
Yeah, I love that one.
Last year. Yeah.
Still love that commercial. Every year that's the one that like makes my back to school.
I like the one with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
She's like, you said school was out forever. He's like, no, I said school's out for summer. And I was like, bitch, Alice, like, you
did say forever, so don't even act like you didn't.
Both, but you said forever, so don't say that you didn't, because
right, you totally did. Yeah,
Totes did.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck, I love back to school shopping. I love shopping for my school supplies. It was so much fun because my mom let us pick whatever we wanted.
Well, I was thinking about it.
Like, we weren't allowed to get like the expensive 5-star stuff, but because it was 3 of us, so
right.
Like, we could within reason, but I love doing that. I enjoyed it very much.
I was actually thinking about it because I went to Walmart and I was thinking about the 49 cents for thing of 100, 200 paper or whatever it is, or whatever the stack of binder paper. You'd always go and find the 49 cent paper.
Okay, Erin had to go to Staples the other day while we were in the city to get a new like corkboard for work or whatever. And we walk into the giant Staples by Conestoga Mall, and I walk into the doors, and there's these like 2 tables that just have these giant, beautiful back to school displays with all these beautiful matching back to school supplies. And I walked in, I'm like, now I want to go back to school just so I can buy all of that.
Right? I kept seeing the ads for the teen packs, and I was like, I should just grab those just because, like,
that brings me back.
Right? It's all the back to school deodorant and all the stuff for dirt cheap.
I
mean, you don't even have to be a teen to buy it, because that's still stuff adults will use, like shaving cream and stuff. Man, like, it's a great deal. I think so, yeah. Pretty sure that was seeing on a TikTok. I think it was a TikTok I saw that they were saying about buying them.
Motherfuckers.
So check Walmart or Sears or something.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, man.
I have to go get my passport photo, so I'll check it out while I'm out doing that.
Right.
Yeah, I have to do that this weekend. Okay, so least favorite thing.
What about
end of summer?
The end of summer, just because it's the end of summer,
have to go back to school.
Yeah.
When do you think your back to school excitement dissipates? Is it the second day? Is it the second week? Is it the second month? Like, when did your back to school excitement dissipate? And you are no longer excited to go back to school? Usually
around like Oktoberfest, Thanksgiving time.
Around Thanksgiving.
That's kind of, the fall time.
Yeah. Mine was probably like within a few weeks. I had a very short attention span.
Yeah.
And through several conversations with people at work, I've come to the conclusion I'm self-diagnosed. Well, I'm not going to say that because it's wrong and insensitive. But a lot of people, like including myself, think I have ADHD. Just
Maybe
with
you
the way
should go
my
to the
brain,
doctor and get it tested.
just like with the way my brain works. So like, okay, I know this is not a way to like diagnose anything, and I will be I'll get a diagnosis eventually. I'm busy right now. Trust me, it's been on my mind. And
first is calling the doctor.
yeah. So you like those posts on Facebook where they have like a math question and say it's like 9 or like fuck, I don't know. It has a math question and it's like 12 times 4 or something like that. And it says normal people will see that and say like 12 times 4 is 48.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just immediately know that, or like they'll figure it out in their head somehow, whatever. People with ADHD will look at it and they will say, so you'll see 12 times 4 and you'll go, well, if 10 times 4 is 40 and 2 times 4 is 8, that means that 12 times 4 is 48. That's how I do math in my head. So yeah. And then amongst like other things we've talked about, but
yeah,
I will eventually, like I get through the wedding and stuff first, and then I'll seek that out.
Yeah.
Because it has been on my mind. I've been wondering about it. So
the other last thing about August that I did kind of take a look at, because more instead of school, we always got school and stuff like that. I remember, we're going to make a quick just little note about it. We didn't prepare this, which was unfortunate, but we did note it earlier. It was the 25th anniversary this year of actually Princess Diana's death, which happened this week as well. So that is,
shockingly enough, I was at the trailer the first time I heard about it.
I was coming home from Fantasy Island. We were for the day, and it was late at night. I was staying at my grandma's. Grandma walked in. Obviously, grandma heard us wake up. She was telling her, watching her on the news, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, wow. Yep, that was the day.
Yeah, I was okay. We were at the trailer, and I don't remember like what time of day it was. Like I'm pretty sure it was in the morning because normally like my parents will wake up, they'll have their coffee, and they'll watch the news on their little 13-inch black and white rabbit ear TV.
Yeah.
With one channel, and it was the news channel. And so that was just there every morning, right? So I guess they were up crack of stupid when you're a kid to 8 o'clock or something like that. Right. Now I'd go to fucking sleep until 8. Yeah, my mom and dad were like, or my mom was just like, hey guys, if you're awake, like, come look at this. They're like, Princess Diana died. We're like, what? No, fuck, no, that can't be right. No,
right.
Like, no.
And
so yeah, we all sat there. My parents like hadn't made their bed yet, so we all just sat in their bed and just watched the news for like next like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like friends came to the door. We're like, can we go and play? We're like, no, we're watching the news with my parents. Sorry. Like Taryn and Christina were like, what the fuck?
This is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember watching it with my grandma. I remember that was 25 years. Like we're just getting old. It's crazy.
And it's like that I just, those boys and that family. I love the Royals. Don't get me wrong. I do. But I think like, I feel like Harry and Meghan are just getting the shaft.
Yeah.
But like, they're just getting pelted with shit they don't deserve.
I feel like everyone outside of England understands what they're going through.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone in England,
as an outside perspective, like,
well, because we don't give a shit about the frou-frou of the monarchy of being like, no, it's got to stay like this. It's got to be like this. Whereas Hollywood is like, we understand celebrities. We understand you're just another person with a lot of money. Like, yes, you kind of don't really control the free world anymore, but you sort of do, like but like, you know what I mean?
And it was only a matter of time before someone in the family pushed back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was only a matter of time. And I don't think she necessarily influenced that. I think she inadvertently maybe helped him see it. Like, I don't know, because I listened to their biography.
She's got a new podcast or something. I just saw.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. Good for her.
Just saw it on Spotify or something, but
yeah, I saw it on Spotify.
Good for him for finding someone who, you know, he can at least that's supportive with him to do, like, pulling him away. If that's their thing, that's, you know, that's,
you should listen to his
doing it together.
That he doesn't talk about it, but he does. It is a really good interview with Dax Shepard on Armchair Expert with Prince Harry.
Oh, okay. I haven't.
It's like, it's a couple years old, so I don't remember if he's addressed as Prince or like Highness or whatever. I don't remember where, because I know, like, he lost his titles, right? So
yeah,
I don't know where, but I think people still refer to him as that, just out of respect. I would.
Right. But that's the other kind of thing that's sort of, I remember towards the end of summer, and that there's a lot of
Diana, like, the Earth lost a freaking angel that day.
Yes.
She did so much for just humanity and mankind alone. Like, I mean, she really was the people's princess, and I commend her for that. And R.I.P. Diana.
Yep.
You died in a terrible way, and it was absolutely awful. And I think laws changed because of that, at least over there across the pond.
Yes, definitely. But
so
on that note, it's just the end of August. Yeah.
Did you see? Oh wait, it was your post. Never mind. I just remembered it was your post. The thing about Blackberry.
Yeah.
Where they're making a movie based on Blackberry. Gabriel Chanel is going to be starring in it, and I'm like,
that's Glenn Howerton.
Oh, I really hope they film it. If they film it in Waterloo, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But on that, that's the end of summer August episodes. I guess there's, not much to the lazy days of summer. It's kind of the sad end of summer.
And if you're the parents that are running around like just
Sunday
busy trying to get your kids ready for back to school, slow down, take a breath, take some time for yourself, and just enjoy it. Days are long, but the years are short.
Right. And kids don't need everything as soon as they get back. It's fine. They can go an extra day or two. It's fine.
They need more time with you than things. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So on that note, that's our episode. Enjoy the last days of summer and Labor Day, and we will catch you once school starts.
If you are those people that are setting off fireworks and stuff, please just let your neighbors know so we can plan for, or we can prepare our pets for it. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, ban fireworks, but I do wish that you use them responsibly and inform people if you're going to be using them so they can prepare.
Sure.
Just be good, polite neighbors.
Sure. Labor Day doesn't really strike me as a firework holiday, but sure. All right, then.
Really?
No.
Really?
It's Labor Day. Why do you? There's nowhere.
Fireworks every Labor Day.
Nowhere in Kitchener Waterloo ever did fireworks. Ever. There was never Labor Day fireworks. It was only for Canada Day and May 24th.
Well, maybe it's just my bias of growing up at the trailer because we set off fireworks every long weekend.
They do. So it must be
Labor Day.
Must be that.
And a lot of people that live out in the country, like myself, will be setting off fireworks like at random stupid fucking times.
Oh.
Fucking just. Oh.
So on that note, no fireworks. It's
summer.
Last of summer, and we will catch you next week. Follow us on all the socials, and if you haven't checked out any of our past episodes, check them out. We got such a nice little category. And
we have a good variety, I think.
Got a nice good variety.
I don't even know
got
what
a few good guest stars.
No clue.
42, I think. 43 maybe.
I would think it would be higher than that.
No, I think we're 42, 43.
Well, okay then. Yeah. Oh, and check us out on Pop Capsule podcast that we just guested.
Yes, we just recorded, and they're just released at this week.
So yesterday.
Yes. So yes, check that episode out as well. And
big shout out to them. Thanks, guys.
Yes, thanks.
All right. On that note, I'm gonna peace out because I am starving. I want to go eat dinner.
Me too. And have a good night, everyone.
Enjoy your night, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. I will see you later.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you liked it, be sure to check out our previous episodes on our website at www.millennialspod.com. And also, you can check them out on Spotify, Anchor, Google, or Apple Podcasts. While you're there, hit the follow and subscribe buttons so you can stay up to date on all of our latest episodes. Also, you can follow us on all of the socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Turn of the Millennials Pod, and like us on Facebook to leave a comment and a review. We greatly appreciate it. We will see you next episode.